Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. What's up? My name is Fame. I'm a second year computer science student, and just now I found out that we have a hackathon in college. Like I knew about it, but tomorrow is my AI exam, but I don't feel like studying AI. So now I'm applying for an AI agentic hackathon. I have an hour for the deadline. How about I show you what the it is about? What's it about? Let's see what hackathon is about. The hackathon is the last commit by Cherry Plus Network. We have to build meaningful agentic workflows using N8N, Zapier, or similar platforms. We must submit an exported workflow JSON file, a screenshot, and a brief explanation. I don't find your workflow. Okay. All right. So I have to do all this. Okay. Whatever that means, I have no idea what it means. I've seen a lot of reels what AI agents are. Your workflow will be evaluated through automatic checks, AI based scoring, and manual verification. Only the top teams will be shortlisted for the next stage. I hope we get or avoid overly simplistic or template based solutions. Only one submission, incomplete. Think smart, build practical, and design workflows. Okay. Let's see this. I hope you have read this. So, for now, what we're doing is we're talking with ChatGPT. Can I show you the ChatGPT window? Let me figure out where the ChatGPT window is. And basically, now we will build the basic workflow and submit it within half an hour. Learn with me. I don't know what it is. Let's figure out together. All right. What do I need to do? What do I need to do? Mm. Okay. Okay. All right. One, two, three. All right. I'll share my screen. Yeah. Yeah. Window, entire screen. I'm sharing my screen. This is the loop AI agentic loop. All right. So it says I have to do all this. Can, I wanted to make more unique and stuff, but I'm not sure whether I should do right now. So, as ChatGPT says, all right, no time to exactly this. Don't think. What are we building? We are building. Let's see what we are building. All right, we have built an autonomous complaint resolution agent that goes beyond simple auto replies by making structured decisions. The work capturing customer complaints and using an AI classification agent to build the issue type. A context retrieval agent then fetches relevant order details such as status, delivery timeline, and product information. Based on this combined context, a decision agent determines the most appropriate action, refund, replacement, escalation, or reassurance. This decision is executed through conditional logic, ensuring real agents are triggered instead of generic responses. A response agent then generates a personalized reply aligned with the resolution. Finally, all interactions are logged to create a consistent decision history. This system just demonstrates on how agentic workflows can move from passive responsiveness to active problem resolution in real world customer support scenarios. Wow, that's some crazy shit. We have to do full workflow. Okay. All right. So step one is use N8 and cloud free sign up open editor. Well, let's try to do that. That's N8 and get started for free. Okay, let's see how to do this. Company email. I don't have a company email, whatever. Why does it want me to make a company email though? All right, now we have a verification code. Do you want to know what my code is? It's 18926 dash. It's apparently only a free trial. All right. Okay.
to an end-to-end data table and a separate workflow with a
This is the
chat-based
website
question
right
and answer
now.
AI agent who uses that data table of question answer
There's,
pairs to ground
there's a tutorial. Let's learn it. Let's see if we can submit before the deadline.
its answers. To continue, you'll need n8n already set up and access to an LLM. You can self-host our community edition for free. However, if you choose our free cloud trial, we'll arm you with some open AI credits to get you started faster. I also assume that you're at least a little bit technical because techies get really bored with super basic tutorials. I'm also building this on n8n version 2.73. The team is shipping a new version every week, so if the UI looks a little bit different, don't worry, the key concepts are all the same. Let's jump in and start flowgramming. I'm in a brand new n8n Cloud account, and from here, I could just type out the use case and run it with our AI workflow builder, would generate the workflow. But after 6 years of teaching new users how to use n8n, I highly recommend that you learn some of these key fundamentals yourself and then perhaps use AI assistance. Let's start from a new workflow. In the workflow canvas here, the first things that we can do is just give our workflow a name. So QA ingest, and then we add the first step of the workflow. In n8n, we have triggers and actions. So triggers start our workflow, and then actions perform steps inside your workflow. Details from a user and then submit that to a knowledge base. A web form is a pretty good trigger for us here. We're going to use n8n's native trigger, but you could, for example, use a third-party trigger. But since n8n pays my salary and we have a native form, we're going to drag on the on-form submission trigger. Submission form. And let's a text area. And respond when form is submitted. This is the default. That's fine because we're not doing a multi-step form. From here, I can execute the step to bring in some test data. I can also do that from here or from here. So let's click that. And then this pops up a test form. Let's fill that out. And then a question we get very often is, how do I become an ambassador? And I'll just paste in the answer, which is basically that anyone in the community can become an ambassador. And then there's a page to learn more. So let's submit that. We can close this tab. And back in my workflow, we see that it ran successfully. We've got an item of data coming out of my trigger node. If I double click on that, I can see this item of data in my output here. I don't want this data to be clear because I don't want to fill out that form each time I'm test running this. So we can go over here and pin this data now. So now every time I run this workflow and execute workflow button, it'll just run with that pinned data. The next thing I want to do is I want to append to each question and answer whether it's a trusted source. So we can click the plus button here. And the first thing we want to do is check whether it's an NNIO email or not, and then do something based on that. So we need some conditional logic. We can go in here into the flow section and then choose the if node, which is going to let us route based on a condition. So drag and drop that. And how this node works is I can use data from earlier in my workflow, in this case from a form trigger, set up a condition to check. And based on that condition, we'll route it out to the true branch or the false branch. Let's first just rename this so it's a bit clearer. It is NNIO email. Let's go set up this condition. Basically, we want to drag and drop this email onto the first value here. What that's done is set this value to an expression. Before it was a fixed parameter. This is just text. If it's set to an expression, this syntax here maps in data. I dragged and dropped that. I could have also just written that out and accessed it through autocomplete as well, whichever way you prefer. So we'll map that in there. And in this case, we want to check if this value contains value2, which is .io. And if we test this, we'll see that that data is coming out to the true branch. That makes sense. This email does contain ended.io, and there's nothing coming out the false branch. Now we want to append some data, so we'll click the plus again. I'll go into data transformation, and we'll add the edit fields node. We could also do this with the code node and execute arbitrary JavaScript for Python and append that to the item of data. But since we're just adding some simple data, I'll do this with the edit fields node. As we can see now in my input panel, I can access the data from my form submission trigger, also from my if node. Since this node didn't manipulate any data, that data is just passing through. And this would be a really good time to explain a really key paradigm in init-n. I've been talking about these items of data, and we see that that item is flowing through my workflow now. And the key thing to remember in init-n is that each node passes along an array of items. Each element in this top-level array that's being passed around is considered one item in init-n. Why is that useful to know? Because each node, by default, performs its step on each item. So if I had two items coming in from this trigger into the if node, one might route up here, one might route down here. It's useful because each step only needs to be configured on a per-item basis. You don't have to do that looping conceptually as you build that workflow. Let's go set up this step here. By default, if I run this step, nothing passes through. It resets the data, the item coming out. I want to instead append something to the item passing through here, so I can check include other input fields to true. By default, includes all other input fields. So if I run this, I now have the exact same item of data flowing through. All I need to do is add a field, and we can call it is trusted. In this case, it's a Boolean since it's only going to be true or false, and we can set this to true. So now when we test this, we can see that we've appended is trusted to the incoming item, but we haven't changed the item otherwise. Let's rename this is trusted true. Go back to the workflow canvas. Now we just need to duplicate this and set it up for the false condition. If I right click on my node, I can duplicate it from here, and then you can see also all the shortcuts that are available. We'll drag that down here, attach it, and open this up. Let's update this to false here, and this as well. The next thing we want to do is add a reference node here, because I might want to reference this node or this node later in my workflow, but I won't know which route it went through. So if I add a reference node here, I can reference the data from that node downstream. So it's just a bit of hygiene and a best practice when you're building more complicated workflows. I'll click the plus here, and a great node to use for reference nodes is a no operation node. It doesn't do anything by default, so it's great as just sort of a placeholder or an anchor to reference from. It doesn't have any parameters to set up, but what we can do is rename it to something clean like ref and connect both of these here. So now for the rest of the flow, we can reference from here if we need to. The next step is before I add this to a database or a data table to create my knowledge source, I want to enrich this form submission with some tags because I want my AI to be able to search over that knowledge base, and it might use other tags and keywords when it's searching. AI is really good at that because it can process fuzzy human inputs. Let's go ahead and click the plus and go into the AI section, unsurprisingly. You've probably heard a lot about AI agents. We're not going to add a tool to this case. It's a really simple LLM call. So in this case, we can just use a basic LLM chain, which is the most simple AI building block in init-n. What we can do, go back to the canvas, and let's just run a reference node. So we've got that data flowing through, and it's coming into my basic LLM chain. And before we set up inside the basic LLM chain, most AI nodes have one or more dependencies that we have to set up. Almost always, they have an AI model that we need to attach because it needs to have a thinky brain. There's lots of different thinky brains we could add to our AI model. In this case, I'm going to use OpenAI because on init-n Cloud, you actually get 100 free runs from OpenAI to get started faster. I've already added that credential. You would see it'll pop out here to add that. And basically how app nodes work in init-n, like a chat model, any other app you're connecting with, there will be a credential that you need to specify. Since we've already got one here, we'll use that. But if you need to create a new one, for example, if you're self-hosting on init-n, you can click create new credential here. You would fill out the details for that credential. And if you ever get stuck, you can just open our docs that guide you how to
मेरे दोस्त का फोन था वो कह रहा है मैं उसको बोल रहा हूँ आई एम मेकिंग एआई एजेंट्स और अभी मैं लाइव स्ट्रीम पे बोल रहा हूँ ओह सॉरी सर गलती हो गई अब कभी और अपॉइंटमेंट करनी पड़ेगी इज कंटिन्यूइंग
set up that credential. Let's go ahead and use that free one from init-n, and we don't need to change the model, but all the various things you would usually find in the API of a vendor would be available either in the options of the node or in the parameters. Okay, we've got the chat model set up. Now let's go into my basic LLM chain. Let's rename this to add tags. And how this node works by default is it's expecting a chat trigger connected, which is a feature that we have in init-n and that we'll use in our AI agent. But for this case, I want it to be the same user message each time. The user message is basically what you would be writing to your AI pal like ChatGPT. Let's set that to define below and write one out. Analyze the following question and answer and output relevant tags. So now I need to merge in data from earlier in my workflow. So I'll set this to an expression. And just to get a bit more room to work with, let's expand this. We still have access to that input data.
अच्छी बातें कर रहा है लेट्स समराइज दिस यूट्यूब वीडियो मन नहीं कर रहा है देखने का इससे मजा आ रहा है इट साउंड्स गुड एजेंट्स एंड स्टफ लेट्स ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट दिस इज ऑलराइट ये मैं काफ़ी करता हूँ यूट्यूब लिंक ले ली इसको आप उसको कॉपी कर दो इसको यूट्यूब टू ट्रांसक्रिप्ट एक टूल से आप सारी ट्रांसक्रिप्ट कॉपी कर लो गो टू क्लाउड uh, teach what he said in steps. All right. So there are two separate workflows. पहला है QA ingest data entry pipeline. Form trigger, add on form submission trigger, create fields, name, email, question, answer, pin test data so you don't refill. Uh, don't refill. अरे अरे एक सेकंड रुक जाओ, थोड़ा एक और काम आ रहा है। रील पोस्ट करनी है एक, तो उसमें कुछ कंफ्यूजन ना हो जाए। वेट लेट मी चेक। सॉरी गाइस, थोड़ा डिस्ट्रैक्ट हो रहा हूँ, थोड़ा एक और काम आ गया। व्हाट? ओके, लेट्स बी बैक। कहाँ थे हम? क्लॉड। ये क्या हुआ? शेयर एंटायर स्क्रीन शेयर। क्लाउड कोड। तो पहले ट्रिगर बनाना है, फिर चेक ईमेल कर दिया यूजिंग एन इफ नोड, देन वी एडिट फील्ड्स, keep all existing fields, append a new boolean field is trusted, set true, set false, merge with the no op reference node. Okay. Okay, this gives you a clean single point to reference downstream regardless of what AI tagging, basic LLM chain, insert into table. फिर है AI agent, chat trigger, okay, AI agent node, LLM, configure the tool, get money rows, create a system prompt, okay, test it, clear it, publish, enable. Every node passes an array of items, dynamic values mapped from earlier nodes, freeze test data so you don't re-trigger the form. No op node, agent forgets everything between messages unless you add memory. The agent reads these to decide when and how to call the tool. Okay, I guess ChatGPT already understands all this. So let's actually build. Let's not waste time and actually build what we want to build. ये बाद में देख लेते हैं. Start automating. Okay, run live demo. Create, yeah, run live demo. Okay, start from scratch. Okay. I hope I don't run out of credits. ऐसा तो कुछ नहीं होता है ना. Add first step, build with AI. Okay, okay. Just give me a second. All right, so I have to do webhook post incoming complaint. Add first step, webhook. Um, post क्या है? Method. Method is post. Okay, and name is incoming complaint. Name कहाँ रखते हैं भाई? Name ही नहीं है. What settings? Stop workflow parameters. Output. ऐड कैसे करते हैं? हो गया. Rename. How to name, bro? Now the real question is, can we actually build it before deadline? क्योंकि थोड़ा सा तो मुश्किल है ब्रो. Alright. चलो वेब हुक बन गया. कुछ तो होगा. नाम पता नहीं कैसे लिखते हैं. Add note. Okay. Add set note fake input. Add fields. Add node set. Add fields. Okay. Node add किया. फिर क्या करना था? Why not just like do split screen, या इसको हम वो कर देते हैं ऐसा. अरे किधर चला गया? इसकी यार स्ट्रीम करना कितना मुश्किल है. काम करते करते और बात करते करते ये हो ही नहीं रहा है भाई. इसमें वो आ ही नहीं रहा है. चैट जीपीटी किधर हो भाई? मेरा फोन अब थोड़ा सा लैग कर रहा है. मेरा मतलब लैपटॉप. आई फील लाइक, या लैपटॉप अचानक से लैग करने लगा है जो आज तक कभी हुआ नहीं है. ओके एनीवेज, क्या था स्टेप 2? ऐड सेट नोट. ऐड नोट सेट. क्या सेट क्या होता है भाई? सेट कर दिया. यहाँ पे हमें ऐड फील्ड करनी है. यहाँ पे हमें कोड करना है. क्या करना है? नेम वैल्यू. रुक जाए, इसको बोलेंगे फॉर ऑल स्टेप्स टेल मोर स्टेप्स विद इन वेयर टू पुट वेयर टू पेस्ट. क्योंकि मुझे कुछ आइडिया नहीं है. तो लाइक यहाँ पे अगर मुझे ऐड करना है तो वैल्यू में ऐड करना है, स्ट्रिंग में ऐड करना है, क्या करना है? ओके रुक जाओ. ये इसको हम रीनेम करेंगे इसको। इसको हम क्या करेंगे भाई, इसको हम करेंगे एडिट। कैसे होता है पाथ, हमें इसका नाम रखना था कंप्लेंट। कंप्लेंट, ओके। कंप्लेंट हो गया, HTTP पोस्ट हो गया। क्लिक सेव। सेव कहाँ होता है भाई, सेव ऑप्शन ही नहीं है। नाइस। अरे किधर चला गया, अरे किधर चला गया, ये मत करो। अरे अभी बना रहा था, किधर गया, गायब हो गया दोस्तों, कुछ बना रहा था। I look so dumb while doing this. Wait, created 20 April just now my workflow। हाँ हाँ हाँ, ओके थैंक यू। डिड व्हाट आई नीड टू डू, जो मैंने अभी सेटिंग की वो चेंज हुई। हाँ ओके, इसको थोड़ा जूम आउट कर देते हैं। एडिट फील्ड्स, एड सेट नोट, क्लिक प्लस, क्लिक सेट, क्लिक। ओके क्लिक कर दिया। टाइप स्ट्रिंग, ओके। नेम मैसेज, मैसेज ओके। वैल्यू में मुझे पेस्ट करना है माई ऑर्डर #123 इज डैमेज एंड आई वांट अ रिफंड। तो इसको हम पेस्ट कर दिया। ऐड अनदर, ओके। ऐड फील्ड कर देते हैं, इसको हम लिख लेते हैं ऑर्डर आईडी, ऑर्डर अंडरस्कोर आईडी, और वैल्यू आ गई 123। आपको समझ आ रहा है हम क्या कर रहे हैं, क्योंकि मुझे आ रहा है। क्लिक सेव, सेव ऑप्शन कहाँ है, सेव ऑप्शन ही नहीं है ब्रो, वेयर इज। सेव में हो रहा है बट सेव ऑप्शन है कहाँ, देयर इज नो सेपरेट सेव। बेवकूफ कहीं का, ये नहीं तो मुझे बोल सकता था। देयर इज नो सेव ऑप्शन, वेरी गुड। ऑलराइट 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 ऑलराइट, सेव हो गया। नाउ क्लिक प्लस, सर्च ओपन एआई, if operation if OpenAI, what is, or AI node depending version, what are you saying bro? Message a model, chat, okay, operation is chat दिख रहा है कहीं, chat ही नहीं है। Message a model, right? By chat option, no message a model, and और क्या था, create a convo action, what to do। इसका मुझे इतना गंदा लगता है कि ये बहुत फिर बोलता है। चैट जीपीटी को सवाल पूछते हैं ना, देखो आप जवाब आ गया मुझे, चैट कंप्लीशन और क्रिएट रिस्पॉन्स। अरे यार, एक्शन ही नहीं है यहाँ। फंस गए भाई, फंस गए। Okay, I might not be able to do it before deadline, because सीखने में टाइम लग रहा है और कल एग्जाम है, शायद एग्जाम के लिए पढ़ लेना चाहिए था। What is this I'm doing, bro? What am I doing? What am I doing? Focus, focus. All right. Okay, 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 okay. Chat AI, Open AI. चैट नहीं कर सकता है। मैसेज है, मॉडल सिंपल। प्रॉम्प्ट चैट जीपीटी को पूछते हैं क्या मैं सही कर रहा हूँ। For step 3, is this correct? Yeah, I might not be able to do it. Oh no. It is actually tough, but like doing it first time, no problem. हाँ, यही है। कोई बात नहीं, मुझे भरोसा है तुझ पे। इसको हमें रीनेम करना है। classify agent. My laptop is so hot right now. Add order data, fake database. Do this. Click set. Add values. So we have order underscore status, value is delivered। एक और वैल्यू ऐड करेंगे, delivery underscore days to price। एक सेकेंड, मैंने स्ट्रिंग रखा है, आई थिंक नंबर रखने हैं मुझे। 2000 डन है। इसका नाम रखेंगे हम ऑर्डर डेटा। सेव हो गया। ऐड डिसीजन एजेंट, क्लिक एआई, ओपन एआई, मैसेज मॉडल, टाइप प्रॉम्प्ट, पेस्टेड। ओके, Gemini 5 डन। इसको हम याद रखेंगे डिसीजन एजेंट। एक एआई एजेंट है जो मेरे लिए एआई एजेंट बना सकता है, ऐसा हो सकता है कि ओके, आई होप आई एम डूइंग राइट। ओपन एआई, मैसेज मॉडल, चूज 5 मिनी, सेव रिस्पॉन्स एजेंट। कुछ तो क्रेजी बना दिया भाई। कनेक्ट नोड, ड्रैग लाइंस, ड्रैग तो हो गई होगी। ओके, ड्रैग लाइंस, व्हाट लाइंस ब्रो? आई मीन ड्रैग, अरे कंट्रोल मजनू कंट्रोल। लाइंस तो ड्रैग्ड है ना, एग्जीक्यूट वर्कफ्लो। Click each node, see output. Screenshot 1, full workflow canvas. Screenshot 2, select decision agent. Screenshot 3, select response agent. Alright, full workflow canvas. Let's see what it's doing now, whether it's working or not. ऐसे तो ये connected है, waiting for you to call test execute workflow bro, open chat bro। हो रहा है, एग्जीक्यूट हो रहा है, टाइम लगता होगा भाई, पता नहीं। तब तक चिल करते हैं। कोई है क्या स्ट्रीम में? There's exactly no one in the stream. Let's go. Should I upload a story? Who cares? Someone has sent me this. Wait, I'll show you. How do I show you this? Wait. I'll show you later. पहले हम अपना काम कर देते। Execute workflow हुआ क्या? रुक जा। Open chat. Hi, I need refund. Okay, कुछ हो रहा है। The node set doesn't exist. but it's used as an expression error. Reference node doesn't exist. समझने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ क्या हो रहा है. What are the odds, boy? What are the odds? Crazy. I'll show you. Someone sent me very cool stuff. I'm posing for screenshot. Thank you. ये तो हो ही नहीं रहा. Execute workflow. Now what, bro? Open chat. Did press execute workflow. What to do? What to put in chat or like what? Mm, mm, mm. All right, so I need to select no on nodes one by one. So when I click set node, it should show message. So I click set node. इसका नाम है webhook. इसका क्या हमने नाम रखा था? इसका कुछ तो नाम रखना था ना भाई, जो मैंने नहीं रखा था पहले. Add AI classifier, add webhook trigger. Set node नहीं रखा है मैंने. इसको भेज दे कि आ क्या रहा है. जल्दी बताओ, कंफ्यूज हूँ मैं. क्या हो क्या रहा है भाई? ये क्रेजी है लेकिन एआई एजेंट वगैरह. हमें एआई का एक पेपर था उसमें, मतलब हम बहुत बेसिक पढ़ रहे देखा जाए. इसको देख सबके. You are not using chat. Okay, delete this node. Which node? Bro, what are you saying? delete chat node, connect flow directly. Bro, what? Explain simply my version. आई डोंट थिंक हो पाएगा सबमिट, लेट हो गया बहुत. अच्छा, इसको हमें डिलीट करना है, इसको हमें कनेक्ट करना है इसके साथ. क्लासिफायर, एडिट फील्ड, क्लासिफायर, ऑर्डर डेटा, डिसीजन एजेंट, रिस्पॉन्स. अब करना है हमें एग्जीक्यूट. अच्छा, ये बीच में हमने कुछ गलत बनाया था. गॉट इट, गॉट इट. अब तो एग्जीक्यूट हो जाना चाहिए, थोड़ा टाइम लगेगा लेकिन हो जाना चाहिए. क्या बोल रहा है? वेटिंग फॉर यू टू कॉल द टेस्ट यूआरएल. मैं क्या वेट करूँ, प्लीज हो जाए. प्लीज, अब मैंने इतनी मेहनत की, अब हो जाए. अब अगर डेडलाइन के अंदर नहीं हुआ फिर गुस्सा आ जाएगा मुझे. चेरी वालों को बोलो थोड़ा एक्सटेंड कर दो डेडलाइन. चेरी नेटवर्क, चेरी नेटवर्क, चेरी नेटवर्क. यार ये बहुत एग्जीक्यूट ही नहीं हो रहा. इट्स टेकिंग टू मच टाइम. लेट्स अज्यूम कि चल रहा है. स्क्रीनशॉट हमें किसका उठाना है? अज्यूमिंग चल रहा है तो स्क्रीनशॉट उठाना है. ब्रो चल जाओ. चल गया, चल गया. ओके, हम एक एक करके सब दबाना है. वेब हुक दबाया मैंने, फिर एडिट फील्ड दबाया, फिर कुछ तो नहीं हो रहा है. एग्जीक्यूशन देखने हैं, ओके. इवैल्यूएशन देखना है, ओके. ओके, एग्जीक्यूट वर्कफ्लो. अरे यार, दिस टेकिंग टू मच टाइम. Okay, okay. Classifier agent is running. Let's go. Node executed successfully. Empty array. Message completed. Execute step. Yes, let's go. Execute step doesn't exist. I init AI कोई बोल देते आप एरर ठीक कर दो. Whoa, it looks for answers in the N10 community. Up, down, down, ping, ping, pong, almost there. For example, if the data is now coming from a data node data input, you should update the expression as follows. Data to update and replace it with the node name that contains the required data. Okay, data input, order data. डेटा इनपुट ऑर्डर डेटा, तो इसको हमें एडिट करना है और इसको हमें डेटा इनपुट ऑर्डर डेटा, डेटा इनपुट क्लासिफायर एजेंट, जेसॉन मैसेज, मैसेज ऑर्डर डेटा, इसका नाम मैसेज रखना है, किसका नाम मैसेज रखना है यार? आई थिंक आई एम टू लेट। 50 पे हम रुक जाएंगे और कुछ भी सबमिट कर देंगे। फिलहाल 5 मिनट में एक्टिंग करता हूँ कुछ फिगर आउट करने की। कैन वी डू इट, कैन वी डू इट? आ गया समझिए, किसी और भाई साहब को जा रहा है। आई जस्ट हैव टू चेंज सेट टू एडिट, that's it, right? Thank you, execute step. हो जाए हो जाए हो जाए, हो गया। Okay, now what to send? ओके, डिसीजन एजेंट एंड रिस्पॉन्स एजेंट। रिस्पॉन्स एजेंट को बोलो प्लीज एग्जीक्यूट हो जाओ भाई। आप भी रिस्पॉन्स एजेंट क्यों नहीं एग्जीक्यूट हो रहा है? 2 मिनट बचे हैं। हो गया, लेट मी टेल यू, हो गया हो गया हो गया हो गया हो गया। ओके, ये क्या है भाई? ओके, लोअर केस अपर केस लोअर केस, इसको हमें, अरे किधर गए? हो गया भाई, हो गया, बन गया दोस्तों, बन गया। लेट्स गो भाई, लेट्स गो, हो गया। अरे हो तो गया। देयर इज लिटरली डिसीजन एजेंट डे, स्पेलिंग भी गलत लिखी है, वाह भाई। इसलिए दोस्तों, स्पेलिंग याद करनी चाहिए, ऐसी चीजें हो आपको कोडिंग में भी प्रॉब्लम कर देगी। हो जाए, हो जाए, प्लीज 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 कर दो। लेट्स गो, डन हो गया, डन हो गया, डन हो गया भाई। अब क्या हमें स्क्रीनशॉट पे डालना है? ये क्या करता है? स्क्रीनशॉट। हो गया, ग्रीन नोड आ रहा है। ओके, यस, ग्रीन। नाउ टेल what screenshot? Full workflow, zoom out, show flow. Okay. Decision agent, do this on right side. Output. Decision agent. All right, I have to click decision agent. Then I have to click. What do I have to click? I have to click decision agent and I have to click output. Screenshot. Action replacement. कहाँ पे एक्शन रिप्लेसमेंट? जेसॉन, ओ माय बैड। जेसॉन करना है? छोड़ भाई, मुझे पता। हाँ, जेसॉन करना है, जेसॉन करना है। और क्या करना है? रिस्पॉन्स एजेंट का फाइनल। अगर डेडलाइन के बाद हो गया, मैं मार डालूंगा। रिस्पॉन्स एजेंट का फाइनल चाहिए। रिस्पॉन्स एजेंट का वी आर सॉरी फॉर द कन्वीनियंस चाहिए। क्लिक करना है इसको। ओके, क्लिक कर दिया मैंने आपको। छोड़ो भाई, 3 डॉट कहाँ है? 3 डॉट में क्या करना है मुझे? एक्सपोर्ट या डाउनलोड जेसॉन? एक्सपोर्ट या डाउनलोड? माय वर्क फ्लो। हाँ, सब सेव्ड है भाई। डन हो गया। Okay, guys. Final few minutes left. I have to paste this. That's my whole workflow, right? That's what you wanted. I have to यही करना था ना? Your workflow JSON. That's my workflow. A short description and supporting screenshot. All right. Short description. Whilst it's making a short description, let's make supporting screenshot for him. My details are here. I don't think आपको मेरी डिटेल पता होनी चाहिए, but who cares? Um, let's stop screen sharing for some time, and then what else can we do? Okay. Now I just need to add a supporting screenshot. I don't have time to make a PDF, so I'll just upload the main screenshot. That is this one, right? This one, this one, this one. I hope that's enough. I do have some time. Can we make a PDF quickly? I think we can make a PDF very quickly. If not, I can just submit. Okay. Can we make a quick PDF? Let's try to make a quick PDF. जल्दी थोड़ा सा कर दो बेटा. Can we make a quick PDF? Very close call. Please हो जाए. Quick PDF we have to make. I've sent myself the screenshots. I have only 3 minutes left. I don't think it's worth it. Making the quick PDF. I have submit ready. Do I have still time? I don't think so, bhai. I don't think so. Submit पे मेरा हाथ है. Let's see if we can do it. Submit इधर ही है. ये मैंने सेव टू डाउनलोड्स कर दिया. ये मैंने एंड के मिनट पे स्क्रीनशॉट हटा के एक पीडीएफ डालने की कोशिश की. आई एम वेरी टेंस्ड. लेट्स सी इफ आई कैन डू. I have only 1 minute left. Let's see the PDF one last time. If it has all that I need. All right. All my details are here. My workflow is here. My JSON prompt is here. All right. That's it. Done. What रहा? Submit रहा? Shit, कुछ error आ रहा है. We have received your registrations. Follow us on your Instagram page. I was very tensed at the last moment. Ladies and gentlemen, we have done it. The last commit preliminary round, exactly 11:59 Abby. We have received registration. I hope I did what need to be done. I hope we get in. I hope we win. Mazaya. All right, I'll eat dinner and I'll do. Then I have to study for AI exam, which is tomorrow, and there's DA lab exam as well. I've had lots of chances to participate in a hackathon. Technically, worst time to participate because two exams tomorrow, but मन किया तो कर लिया. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Until then, Qubits out. 1 hour stream. Let's go, bro.